We are back with another video. You already know who it is. It's Scott. I'm here with
You know,
Javay.
yeah, I'm here. I'm Vay. How's it going?
And as he likes to be called, preferably after 8 p.m.
But don't, yo.
We're here to talk about the new Matrix movie, The Matrix Resurrections. Is that right?
Yeah. You know what type of resurrection this was? You know how when you think of Jesus Christ, it's like, oh, he came back with all this shining, like, oh, it's going to be brilliant, right? This isn't that. This is a Walking Dead resurrection. Like, if it was resurrected as something that was once beautiful, it's like if Jesus Christ got resurrected as a zombie, and it's
So obviously we both loved the movie. Let's actually talk about what we liked about it first, and then we can get into everything else.
what we liked about it.
Yeah, I'll start. I think
Okay.
Jonathan Groff as the new Agent Smith. I liked what he brought to the role. I think he was charismatic. I feel like the scenes he was in tend to be the most interesting parts of the movie,
Okay.
which isn't saying a lot.
It's not saying a lot at all. I will say this. I don't think all the faults that I found within the movie are the fault of the actors themselves, because everybody in there is phenomenal, varying levels of like phenomenal. I will say the Agent Smith I felt would have been good to me if it wasn't Agent Smith. To me, Hugo Weaving is Agent Smith. I can't see anybody else as Agent Smith. I feel like it would have been better if this was a new character filling the spot of Agent Smith, rather than trying to put Agent Smith on somebody that's nothing like.
Yeah, like totally different character.
Yeah, totally different character. The way he carries himself is different. His delivery is different. All there's no similarities.
Which they could have done because Neil Patrick Harris, his character, which is a small but notable role, he is a new character,
Yes,
and I liked what they did with him.
I did see. And that's the thing. I did like that. I did like his character, even though it was to me, it was just Neil Patrick Harris being himself, right? I mean, Keanu Reeves has made like, and I love Keanu Reeves, but Keanu Reeves has made a career off of being himself in pretty much everything. So I'm not faulting Neil Patrick Harris for that. I'm saying he was basically himself, and I did enjoy it though.
So here's where the movie fell apart with me.
All right.
Right at the beginning, when a movie starts by like openly mocking the fact that it's made and just being like, they're going to make a fourth Matrix movie anyway, regardless if we're going to be in it. So let's just do it, huh? There was part of me that I was like, this could be interesting. I was like, if they go full, like all the way with it,
Full meta.
I was like, I'll be down. And then they continued. I feel like a lot of people want to wonder, do you need to watch like the first Matrix movie to enjoy this? The answer is no, because they show you the whole movie in this movie. It's a little piece at a time. And that got old. Like at first I was like, okay, that's cool. Like they're leaning in with the meta thing. But then it reached a point where they became the thing they were mocking, and it seemed like they didn't care. And if the action scenes were better, I would have accepted it.
And that's the thing. It wasn't like the traditional, it wasn't like the traditional Matrix action scenes. I don't think it took itself seriously enough.
He basically was like, he's the one.
Yeah, he's the one. Yeah.
And in this movie, the one means being able to do a force push.
Right.
And that's it.
Right. Like, why? Yeah. Whereas before, being the one actually looked cool, right? Like, he was still doing all the hand-to-hand shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But
like, and that's why him being able to do stuff like flying seems special. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like now, like we know Keanu Reeves. We know he can kick some ass if he wants to.
Yeah.
But it just feels like they put up that barrier to where they were like, oh no, he can't. All he can do is just like push people away. And so it's like you're taking away something that Keanu could do really well
really well. Yeah.
in terms of like basically having like what, like the Scarlet Witch's power of just like picking someone up and tossing them.
Just tossing them in. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad, man. That bothered me a lot because I was expecting to see like some classic, like, you know what I'm saying?
And we
Like,
did, in the sense that they just recreated a bunch of fight scenes.
yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
just like, well, what if we do the same exact thing?
It was lazy, man. It was so lazy. Let's talk about Morpheus.
That even more so than the Agent Smith. Like the Agent Smith kind of had the reason for being
Right.
different. Like they were
Yeah.
talking about like upgrading and like updates and all that. I just don't see why they didn't have Lawrence Fishburne. It
Did
made
he not want to or something?
it seemed like Morpheus in this was just trying to do his best impression of Morpheus,
And it was not Morpheus.
and it was
He
not.
he wasn't anywhere near as eloquent. I love y'all, Abdul Mateen, right? He ain't Morpheus.
No, and then there's these weird scene like it's spoilers. It's on HBO Max. If you want to watch it, watch the first one. Sorry, that might have been a little too me. If you
No,
love them, if you
no.
love the Matrix movie, check it out. I guess. I guess.
But prepare to be disappointed.
And
Which I knew. I feel like I knew going into this because even the trailer wasn't strong to me.
yeah, and they end up going to their new city,
Hmm.
and it's fine. It looks cool, and it's like they're cohabitating with machines, and I'm like, all right, like cool. Like I'm fine with that. But it just feels like their integration was so off-putting. Like the fact that they had vents where like Morpheus would just slither down.
To me, what I was thinking was, and I could be wrong, in Matrix Revolutions, right? Was that not explained? And it was my understanding in the original trilogy that the machines were like essentially a hive mind. Like the original storytelling doesn't even, like, this storytelling in this film doesn't match up with the original storytelling. They were a hive mind. There's no room for like, oh, even machines. That speaks to like, it sounds more political. Like they're just trying to put some shit in the movie. Even machines don't want to be controlled. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
like my biggest issue with the movie is that it felt like it was two movies that could have been good, and they just went halfway with both. Right? If it was just a movie about getting to Neo, and like if it just took place like with that crew,
I'll be
the
fine with that.
entire thing was just to go and get him,
And
I think that'd be
introduce us
great.
all to new people.
Or if it was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fully in like entirely in the Matrix, and you know it's in the Matrix, but you don't break out of it, and the movie is him trying to get back out of the Matrix, that would have been great.
I'd be cool with that too.
But
Yeah.
they tried to do both, but then they didn't commit to either.
The pandemic had to have had something to do with the quality of this movie.
There was a report that the director wanted to use the pandemic as an excuse to not finish the movie.
Lana Wachowski, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe she was on to something because this wasn't good. I think they should have listened to Lana.
And I mean it's difficult, right? Because like the Matrix is so like well and above a great movie.
Yeah.
And anything that they do Matrix wise is always going to be compared to it.
Well, here's the thing, right? Something like Star Wars has that excuse,
Mhm.
right? The original creator doesn't have his hands in the movies like that anymore. So the quality is either going to get better or it's going to drop
Mhm.
because the original, like the creator of the franchise isn't involved in it anymore. This doesn't have that excuse.
Interestingly, I think Star Wars is actually kind of a good parallel to how I would describe this movie. I feel
Mhm.
like it wanted to half be The Force Awakens and half be The Last Jedi.
Be a Last Jedi, yeah. I agree. It's weird, dude. The minute I saw that trailer, I was like, this is about to be this is not about to be good.
I held out hope because I saw the trailer and I was like, ugh. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, but at the same time, there was like that part and like in the back of my brain that's like, oh, they're saving the cool shit.
Mhm.
They want us to be surprised.
Yeah,
No, depending on how you felt about the trailer is how you feel about the film.
this is why.
If you saw it and was like, that's exactly what I want, then you will find enjoyment in this.
Mhm.
If you wanted something, what's the word? Better, it ain't it.
This is
It ain't
not
it.
it.
Let's see. I will rate this 10 power of loves out of 10.
This shit gets like a half star out of 5 for me. Like, and that's being generous. This was bad. And that half star only comes from like the actors doing like just doing what they were given, right? And they tried.
Mhm.
Um, that's all I got. I ain't like shit else about it.
This video is sponsored by The Matrix Resurrections. It is available on no. Oh,
The link is down in the description.
um,
I'm gonna be honest. I would tell y'all to go watch it if y'all want to. Don't watch that shit. Don't watch that shit. Like honestly,
just watch the first one.
yeah, yeah. Don't watch that shit. Don't let them. Don't give them any views. That shit is bad.
But give us views because we're
Give us
telling you
views.
it's bad.
Yeah. Give us views. Go like, comment, and subscribe. Even if you disagree with us, comment, man.
Tell us that
Like
we're
this,
fucking idiots.
please. I mean, if you disagree with us on this, then you're an idiot. But still, subscribe anyway. Subscribe anyway. Like the video and comment.